Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. All of us feeling very lucky to be here. Number one versus number two. It is built to this, and the college football world is just stopping to watch and see what happens in this game. Could very well be a preview of a playoff matchup, as we'll see the number two team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number one team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though, to tackle him at the 11-yard line.
First and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football, and you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing it forever, all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. Powering through the defender. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns. No chance to catch him.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU. Throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. He's hit as he throws it. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit. Does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Longhorns will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
He shreds the tackle. Finding some room at the 25. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line...
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Tigers! But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Hands off to the left. Powers through. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. There's the handoff. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Using a strong stiff. Using the stiff arm to gain space. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff to the right side. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Texas 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He brings him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
LSU.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He'll hand it off. Gets no shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. And the running back takes the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
3rd down coming.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Longhorns pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Movement here from the tight end. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
LSU 24, Texas 21.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, the offensive line has got to do a better job of accounting for players on the second and third level. They do a good job with the defensive front, but the strong safety sneaks by him and comes up with a sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And in fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Well, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking for a big play here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Forced out of balance, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Wide receiver, Noel Perry. He's brought down at the 33. 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they'll stop him after a short gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. Powering through.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to run for the first down. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. And now a carry here for the fullback. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense wraps him up quickly at about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He moves the ball out to the 15.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Second down after that short completion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. LSU 24, Texas
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, what a move. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Yeah, I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. It's caught on the crossing pattern. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They come up on second down now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. They go with a direct snap. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Quarterback keeps the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Almost set up for the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas. Strong game by this quarterback. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on. It's
game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And they tack on the extra point.
21, Texas, 28.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
And to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, LSU. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
Now to try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's going to take another shot right here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial scorecard. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Here's the 2nd down play. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Oh, it's snapped to the back. The tackle is made short of the marker. That's a huge 4th down stop to get the football back here late in the game. Buckle up. We could have a great finish. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got a good amount of time on the clock. Do they play for the field goal? Go for a touchdown? Are they concerned about scoring too fast? They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Texas, to take the lead in the final minute.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Texas 42.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. Catch is made down the middle. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Receiver makes the catch. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
It's caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.